Okay. Good deal. I have 300 screens going on over here. I have to make sure I am set up correctly so that I can see my cheat sheets. Okay. Well, you're my primary cheat sheet, Belcoot. So I hope you're paying attention. Alright. Gotta remember my buttons again. Go from playing a modern PlayStation game to an old PlayStation game, and the buttons completely change around, which is kind of not awesome, but I don't know why they switched those buttons either. It's kind of strange. The buttons on the PlayStation controller have remained the same throughout the generations, but cancel at some point went from triangle to circle. I'm not really certain why that happened, but it is kind of annoying. Man, this music in this game is really, really good. Not to say that the music in other Suikoden games hasn't been good, but this one particularly has some very catchy stuff in it so far. Howdy, heathenly. Hope everyone's had a great day so far. Yep, that one's empty. That's unfortunate. Triangle cannot be reached by small hands. I doubt that's the case, because the PlayStation controllers have only gotten bigger, so I'm going to say that that is not the case. I'm going to take a guess that it was just because circle seemed more like a, they wanted it closer to the confirmation button, but it's still really off-putting when older games use triangle and newer games use circle. Excuse me while I get my drink poured here. I came unprepared today. Okay. So, we have Freodor, Leon, and George at the moment. And this is the worst part about coming back to an older game like this, where it's so trigger-based, is that you have to really remember what you were doing. And without a journal system, that gets a little more difficult. But I know we're going to the prison area. Oh, this is a magic wall. Can't do anything there yet. Got some strange people there. I'm going to assume we're supposed to head back into the actual arena. Hello and good evening, Steak. How are you today? I don't go see... Oh, well, never mind. I was going to say, there she is. We don't have to go looking for her. It's Siley. It's my favorite so far. Yeah, I want to go see the movie, but I don't go to movie theaters anymore, so I'll catch it when it comes out to the general public. The plebes. That's tasty. Well, I'm glad you're good. Good timing, guys. We didn't talk long, so now what do you want to do? Well, is something wrong? Ah, that's a problem then. Alright, I'll go with you. Oh, but Lord Godwin is throwing us a banquet tonight, isn't he? Relax. I already let him know we all decline. We all decline. Wow. You... what? Well, it's been a long trip. We're all tired. None of us have much of an appetite. Wow, that's an interesting stance to take. I mean, I don't turn down food. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely don't turn down food. What did you do that for? That suits us perfectly. I mean, it does suit us perfectly for what we're about to do, so... Of course. Not that I knew this would happen or anything. Now, where's our little gladiator? Now, I'm curious, does it automatically fit? It does seem to automatically fit people back into where you put them in the formation. That's something that was missing in some of the other ones. You would get people back and it would screw the formation up really, really badly. That works for me. Did I save beat? No, we have not saved beat. Beat's not, beat is not a priority. I'm sorry. We didn't check this side for treasure chests, actually. Anything over here? Dynamic camera angles, that's awesome. My face is my proof of identity. Belcoop pulled a winner too, from our good friend GT. Oh man. Shun is waiting, let's hurry back. Oh, we're going back to him. Okay. All the Suikoden quotes, what do you know? I think he was in here, wasn't he? With the crazy innkeeper. Oh, Prince, are you all ready now? We are ready. This should be interesting. So you're Shun, right? Yes, ma'am. Nice to meet you. I'm Sileeds. Yes, I know. You're the prince's aunt, right? Aunt. I was gonna say, aunt makes me sound old. Sileeds is fine. That's a pretty good response. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't mean. You know, you are an aunt, Sileeds. Your sister has kids. That's how it works. Oh, quit reminding me. We can get to the arena basement through here. Well, what do you know? Looks like fun. This isn't a picnic. You do know that it's not a picnic, right? Right. Picnic. Whatever. Let's go. Oh, he's gonna join us too. Okay. George is pretty great. I 100% agree with that statement. I mean, he's no Sileeds, but pretty great. Okay, we have dungeon music. That's fitting. Oh. And we don't get to move anymore. I need to check my formation too. I'm assuming he's gonna fight with us. This is amazing, right under the town. Did Lord Godwin have this built? Probably not. It looks a lot older than that. I heard rumors about how there were these secret passages under the ground. I didn't think any of them still existed, though. I don't think the people of this town know about this place either. I came across it by accident. Shun, why didn't you run away? Huh? If you had an escape route like this, you could have just quit being a gladiator and just run away. If I had done something like that, there's no telling what they would have done to my family. Your family? I became a gladiator because I wanted to help them. We're really poor. If I ran away, my master would probably do something really horrible to my family. Even with an escape route, I can't escape. Oh, that's a depressed picture over there. And it's not just me. All the other gladiators are more or less in the same situation as me. I'm sorry. It's okay. I really want a Pilica. We'll be nice. You're right. Come on, let's hurry up and take care of this before they find out Shun's missing. There's no sign that they found out yet, but we don't have much time. Thanks again, everybody. Okay, let's go. Yeah, I need to point out that we don't know this guy at all. And a bunch of rats just ran away? That was interesting. Innocently, what's so great about Sileads? She has a rockin' hairdo and a kick-ass name, and she's a very valuable member of the team. I'm just hitting the high points. Okay, so what does this guy do? He's a short range, so he needs to go up front. Oh, he does have a rune. The Fierce Tiger rune. But not a lot of hit points. Actually, I'm comparing to George. Big mistake. Can't compare to George. He's only level 20. Accuracy up. Counter thrust back percent up. Critical hit up. Okay. And what does he use? I just like knowing what people use. Knuckles. He's a melee fighter, like a martial artist. Okay. I'm pretty good at being innocent, mostly. Halt. Someone's there. How indubitably rare to run into visitors here beneath the earth. Oh wow, look at this guy. I would love to extend to you the warmest of hospitality, but I'm afraid our guest facilities here are lacking. SSA 316, thank you for the follow. Welcome. I totally just missed my... Oh my. These noble folk in front of me are none other than members of the Falanian royal family and the Queen's Knights. I never dreamed I would meet you in such an unfortunate place as this. I'm truly honored. Just how do you know us? Who are you? Ah, please forgive my lack of manners. My name is Egbert Aethelbald. Wow, that is a name. Head of the House of Aethelbald, our family used to be Lords of Stormfist. Used to be? Lords? I like Shun already. That's not good. That's not what I want. There we go. Come on, Obs. Do good things. That is precisely correct. Stormfist was given to us by Her Majesty the Queen, and when the country's capital was moved to Solfalena. However, wow, that portrait. Well then, this guy, he's, he looks totally sane. That filthy devil Godwin, one cowardly, fiendish deed after another. He played our house of Aethelbold like are for fools. He pilfered everything we had. Sounds familiar. It's true, the House of Godwin stole almost everything the House of Aethelbold had 100 years ago. That's a long time to hold a grudge. Maybe he hasn't had much else to do. Godwin is a mere insect, a hairball. A zombie snail, the sun's justice shall be brought down upon the filthy devil. Hey, is this guy starting to scare anyone else? Terribly sorry. Seems I let myself get a tad agitated. Incidentally, what is it that brings your noble personages to a place such as this? We're in a hurry. Farewell. I like that response, actually. It'd be nice. Again. I must apologize. Of course you're in a hurry to get on with your journey. I wish you fine fortune in your travels. However, if anything untoward does happen to you, I tell you the House of Godwin will be somewhere behind it. Every disaster that occurs in this world can be traced back to those filthy Godwin devils. The recent increase in rats, periodic flooding, unreasonably invasive plant growths, all Godwin plots. That's it. It's definitely time to go. Definitely. What the? This guy's just hanging out in the sewer. Just... Okay. And he's gonna probably join us later, so I'm looking forward to that. It's gonna be great. We like to recruit sanity for our team. Speaking of snails, by the way. Okay, let's see what this guy can do. Battle animation's always good. Dead snail. Oh, it's actually got a negative on it. Is that unbalance? Yeah, it must be. I didn't get a turn. Okay. George missed. I'm super sad. George missed. Can't do that. He's got like 20 or 10 levels on the guy and he missed. You always hang out in the sewer? I mean, I'm not trying to judge. If hanging out in the sewers is your pastime, go for it. But people are probably going to find you a little crazy. Just saying. It's Slave Guard upgrade. He's got some cheesecake. George likes cheesecake. Good to know. Make sure we have heals on everybody just in case. Question to those that have played this. Are there, similar to... I can't remember if they were in 4. I know they were in 3. Are there, like, rare encounters per area that are way more difficult and deadly than the normal encounters? Because that's good to know. I died several times to just stupid rare stuff in some past games. There are. Interesting. That always makes things more fun. Okay. That was a brief glimpse, by the way, of why Side Leads is really good, for those that were asking. It's brief, but it's totally about her combat prowess. Nothing else. Promise. Alright, so there's switches on the ground here, it looks like. There's one back towards the start. Yeah, that counter was pretty sweet. Agreed. Nice. The combat theme of this one's really good too. And I guess not just the combat, the victory theme as well. Switch must open that door. This guy's still standing here to talk to, in case we want to talk to him some more. I think that's one of my favorite things about this series. There's not many RPGs out there that let you have a 6-man party. And that was probably the biggest letdown of 4, was the decreased party size, because it's really cool to create your own stories with a 6-man group of people. And honestly, through my playthroughs of these games, I feel like characters end up creating their own stories. Like the whole Queen thing. Queen carried me through S3 my first playthrough. And we had this whole story developed around her and how much of a badass she was. And you just don't see that in most other games. Like, it's just one of those unique things about playing these games that stands out to me. Queen carried through in S3. I got completely carried by Luke in S2. And S1 for me was all about oh, I can't remember his name. The martial arts master that has the co-op attack with the main character that's just ridiculously good. Although I was a big fan of Pesmerga too. Still got a long way to go. Someone will come up with that name that knows way more about these games and has played them far more than I have. Joker? No, we don't talk about Joker, okay? Was it Kai? The staff wielder. I think he had a staff, right? I have no clue. Again, I've only played the games twice apiece. Except for 4. And I drink a lot. That doesn't help my name remembrance. Kai. Okay, man. Pulled that one out of a hat, 1010. Nice. Yeah, that co-op attack that Kai and the main character have in 4 is... or in 1 is ridiculous. I think I beat probably over half the game with just that. Alright, so we're getting a bunch of medicines that I guess I need to combine. While I think about it. Oh, already went there. Has George not murdered well, he did miss that one time. Other than that, I think he's murdered everyone he's attacked. Greetings, Zen Man. How's it going? Welcome, welcome. We just met that individual that you are mentioning. He's interesting. I'm missing a switch. I must be not looking correctly. A little extra experience never hurts, though. Yeah, he's a cool guy. He seems totally with it. Down to earth. Very level-headed. Okay, so let's double check. Oh, I just go around. Nope, that's back to the chest again. I like how he's just hanging out in the sewer. Oh, now that's murder right there. Wow. It wasn't enough to kill one bat. He had to kill two of them in one attack. I'm behind the door. There we go. Is that a switch, or is that just a rock on the ground? What's funny is, looking back at my my first playthrough of S2, because that was my first Suikoden game. Let's just be a rock. I bet it drove people crazy that were watching that I never autoed combats. I always, because I'm trying to think, there's not really that many RPGs of that era. That would have been, what, 97-ish? That had an auto-resolve for turn-based combat? And so my first playthrough S2, I sat there and gave orders to everyone all the time. Just not even thinking about it, because I was used to it. And I bet that drove people crazy, because so many of these little fights that are inconsequential don't mean shit. Like, there's no reason not to auto them. And it's such a good, such a good option to put in the game. There are tons of people complaining about fights taking too long to load. Well, keeping in mind, Rufus, I'm not actually playing this on PS2 hardware. Because it's unreliable as hell to find PS2s that work anymore. So that could also have something to do with it as well. The PS2's disk drive is notoriously slow, so it probably does actually have something to do with it. I'm using the big E, but I'm doing it completely legitimately because I own a PS2 and I own the game. So I feel a little bit safer in the fact that I can say that. That's also why it probably looks a little bit clearer, because I'm running 4 times the native PS2 resolution. That's also, though, why you see, if you look below, the one thing it's got, the little lines running through the text boxes, that's due to the higher resolution I'm running it at, but the small price to pay. Huh, a dead end. Hold on a second. Shove that wall over. Oh. This way. This place is... looks like it's the arena basement. Yeah, I thought about not pointing it out, but eventually you'll see it, just because, especially when it's a text box that has nothing in it like that one. It's pretty apparent there. That's because of the compressed resolution. There's really no way to not have that. This is about as minimal as I can get it. Without doing... I spent probably 2 hours optimizing this particular setup. And it was way worse before some of the stuff that I did to it. So, it looks okay now. I'm not too upset about that. It's worth it, like I said, to get the increased resolution. And, again, I've tried several times to actually use PS2 hardware, and it just does not stream well. It looks like shit, to be completely honest. I've tried using RCA cables, I've tried using S-Video, I've tried upscaling, I've tried everything, and it just looks absolutely terrible. You can get away with PS1 hardware and streaming because the graphics are pretty low-key, but when you get up to the PS2, it doesn't stream well, to be honest with you. I even used an HDMI output adapter, so it's actually taking in the HDMI signal, and that looks good, but the adapters are super, super touchy. You'll have green lines through your stuff all the time. It looks good on my end, but when it actually outputs to the stream, it looks absolutely terrible half the time. So I finally just gave up after spending probably about $200 on PS2s because I went through 3 of them trying to get it to work. And finally just said, you know what? I own the PS2, so I have the BIOS. I own the game. Screw it. I'm done, you know, trying to completely play it through the hardware. Which also lets me play on a PS4 controller, which is great, because the PS4 controller is my favorite controller out there. Who's there? I'm sorry, that was a big ramble, but I like at least... My whole thing with streaming is I try to be as legit as possible. I don't like taking shortcuts, but I also like to have a good video output, because I've spent a fair amount of money on my streaming setup. I hate to have it look like garbage on the back end, so... Oh, don't worry, those are my friends. They're gladiators. Hey guys, the prince and his friends are here. Nondescript guy number 1. Oh. I knew it. I just knew the son of His Majesty Farid would come help us out. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Alright. So didn't we come down here for something? Oh, that's right, the voices. Yes, we heard them again just a little while ago. We did. They're coming from over that way. Leave it to us. Thank you. I like how this guy's got... No, not you, Leon. I don't want to talk to you. This guy's actually got a helmet on. The other two are just... normies. Been trying to figure out what's up with these voices for a while now, but we can't make heads or tails of it. Sorry we've dragged you into this, Your Highness. Man, these guys are super polite for gladiators, right? Indistinct voices. Where's Russell Crowe? Are you not entertained, stream? Did you hear that? Yeah, no kidding. Voices and tinfoil would go really well. Over here. So wait, these guys have been locked up down here for an indeterminate amount of time, and they couldn't figure out there's probably a trick wall on the side, even though they're living in this one little room? I guess they're not the smartest of gladiators. Our fellow countrymen. Sounds like it's coming from the other side. No kidding. Do you really think get away with... That's definitely an army's accent. Wow. Here. Looks like there's a hidden door here, just like the other one. And he even knew about how to open the other hidden door. What? Shun? Shun, you're dumb. You're the only count on... How many are there? 2. No, 3, I think. Kill Queen. What did they say? Who's there? Oh, they heard us. Damn. Alright, I want to see the Army's army. Because the Army's army better be the best army that Armies has ever fielded.
It's a guy? Hey, withdraw! Right?
Prince.
Wait, so the guy that's fighting for the Bowens is with Army's army spies. I'm not following a walkthrough. I have some key points that I've... not... Barrows, thank you. Yeah, Bowen, Barrows. Starts with a B. I'm not following a guide. I've got Belcoot. That is going to let me know before anything crazy happens as far as recruitment misses go. And then I've got my own notes I've taken from some non-spoilery hard points to try not to miss anything. Barrows, not Bowen. I'm thinking of actual history. He's not very concerned. Take the runners down. Right, let's hunt him down. It's a guy. The guy. Go, I won't run or hide. That's awfully nice of you. You can leave the guy to us. Please go after the others, Prince. Like you three nondescript gladiators can take this guy that was top tier. Okay, let's go. I feel very safe that those three gladiators that don't have names have our back. Man, pizza sounds good. I did not eat before stream. Big mistake. Always a big mistake. She does no damage, by the way. It's all about that rune. I believe he's got a Koifon, but I can't be certain because the resolution's not quite good enough to tell. But I mean, I guess that's just code for tin. That was the medieval form of tinfoil, when you actually think about it, so. Actually, Shun's really hurt. I should heal him. Right? 364 crit. 1 damage. And of course he attacks Shun. 1 damage. Very effective. 1. I'm getting levels though, that's good. Been up 3 levels in here. Let's heal. Everyone else is doing okay. Oh, we're into the woods. This music is serious. Uh-oh. How good were we on? This, I can't remember. Is her? She has a heal rune, right? Wind. Yeah, she's got 1 heal for 1 ally. Ugh. I think we're good. I believe in George. Hey! Damn you guys. Get off our backs. That's it. You asked for it, you lousy runts. Rude. 5 of them. Okay, so now it comes down to whether I want to do half damage to all of them, or half, whatever my normal damage is to all of them. But probably the better play would be... I wonder how many hit points they have. Oh, that's a group. That's right. Dumb. That guy's just dead. I knew whoever George fighted was dead. Don't attack George. See what happens when you attack George? Big mistake. Look at that guy. Like, good. I put none of them to sleep, I think. Awesome. Good choice. 894. Oh my god. I feel bad. It's 900 damage in one attack. Oof. George just gets to hold your hand through all these fights. Ugh. Are these guys really from armies? We'll have to check, but probably. He did 900 damage with one regular attack at the beginning of the game. God damn. There's no doubt about it now. They had daggers with them that were carved with the seal of the Army's Southern Mountain Corps. The first rule of Spy 101. You don't bring something with you that solidly identifies where you're coming from. I have to say that's a massive misplay by the Army's army. Wow. Smart. Oh. Ah, how could this be happening? Ural doesn't look very happy. There's a guy. Why? Why were you with the Army's spies? Because he's the guy. Are you mocking me? Answer me. I don't even know what that was. The guy may only be a representative, but if he had won the games, Her Majesty would have greeted him in person. They were probably making plans to assassinate the Queen and the Princess then. Oh, Uram's... Why? Didn't I tell you that if you won the tournament, I'd give you luxury for the rest of your life? What more did you want? How could you even think about hurting the Queen and the sweet little princess? Uram, this has nothing to do with living a life of luxury. One of the others has just confessed. The guy here is from armies. Good guess. Oh. What did you say? Zagai, is that really true? I don't believe it. I want to, Ether, but I haven't quite made it yet. Also, this makes me think that with as bad as these spies are, there's only one person in the Suikoden universe to blame, and that's Ladan. Only Ladan would have spies this bad. So, he must have been, this must be where he originally worked. He was for the Army's army. As a guy, to think I trusted you. Prince, I didn't know. Neither Dad nor I knew anything about it. I swear, you've got to believe me. I don't... This guy's got no spine, so there's no way he was actually setting anything up, so... I believe him. Be nice. I agree with the prince. Right. If Lord Barrows was the one behind all of this, there'd be no reason for him to contact Army's spies here, of all places. Contract. They could have easily made plans somewhere else, and then Uram could have simply just given the orders to Zagai. That's right. The Barrows family would not go to such lengths. Now, would they? Of course not. We would never ever do anything like that. Well, I knew you would all understand. Right then, since I obviously had nothing to do with this outrageousness, I should very well be on my way. Now, Uram, you're not helping your case here. Now I don't believe you at all. Oh, and this lunk. Huh. You could pluck his eyeballs out or behead him for all I care. behead Zagai? If he was plotting the assassination of the Queen, there'd be no question he'd get capital punishment. But we couldn't sully the holy sacred games with the blood of a criminal, so execution would take place afterward. Until then, we'll confine him to this room. It's late now. Everyone should get back to their rooms and get some rest. They're not even going to ask what we were doing sneaking around the sewer of their place? I guess not? Okay. Or why we have a gladiator with us in the first place? Isn't everything Snow's fault? Yeah, probably, actually, now that you bring it up. Probably. I always looked up to the guy. I respected him. He was strong, and it seemed like the only thing he ever wanted was an honest fight. How? How could this happen? He's got nothing to say for himself. He played a large part in preventing Army's plot, but so too did Shun. I think at best we overlooked the little matter of his escape. Oh, how nice of you. You asshole. The guy. I keep wanting to say the guy. He's the guy. What's up, Ike? How's it going, man? Somehow it just doesn't feel right. Do you really think we did the right thing? What is there not to be sure? We stopped an assassination plot, it feels like. So, we did the right thing, I think. We couldn't just stand there and do nothing. Well, it'll be impossible for Euron to find a representative as good as the guy at this point. He'll probably have to withdraw. And if he does, the one with the best chance of winning the tournament is Gazelle. Little do they know that I have guard number 2. And we all know guard number 2.
Oh, you're here, Father. What a rare treat.
I wanted to hear your thoughts.
My thoughts, you say?
That's right. Are you happy with all of this?
I'm fairly satisfied, I suppose.
I do think you're scheming a little too much.
All I did, Father, was simply to float a little information about Stormfist's underground passage and Zagai. I can't help it if Armus took the bait, or if they got Barrows mixed up in it and brought destruction upon
You guys
themselves.
told me wrong.
And I can't help it if the prince got himself involved and turned it into a delightful show.
I have
That's exactly what I mean about scheming too much. When you get involved in intrigue, do it decisively. But I'm warning you, it's best to not get too involved.
Yes, I know. All you have to do is wait, Father. Indeed. I'll be ready to reveal our grand cause at the Sacred Games.
God damn it. Look at these super sweet dragon horses. It's the Olympics, except it's gonna have a lot of murder and killing in it. Wow, what a show.
Let our mercy as deep as the Fatus and our authority as powerful as the sun be revealed to the
the leading
entire
man.
world.
Might need to do
choose one
something
worthy
heroic.
of becoming Princess Limsleia's husband, I hereby proclaim
Limsleia.
the start of the sacred game.
Not Limsleia, Limsleia. Heatonly with that gifted sub to Aether. How's it going? Thank you, Heatonly.
Competition in front
Welcome, Ether.
Queen. Our prince will now participate in the ceremonial match.
Wait, what? Prince? Huh?
It's almost time, Prince.
I want to say.
Relax and take it easy. It's not a real match, just a part of the ceremony. Don't overdo it, okay?
Okay, thank you. I want to say a couple things first. Thank you, Heatonly, as always, and welcome, Ether, to the Crusade officially. So two things. A, I was calling it Armies to begin with, and y'all said it was Armies, so screw y'all. Y'all are mean and rude, because I actually was pronouncing it correctly. And two, keep in mind, Ether. I like to be the voice of... How do I want to put this? I like to say what seems obvious. That doesn't necessarily mean I believe in the obvious part of it. So, a lot of times, I just say things because that's what the plot seems like it's moving towards, not necessarily what I actually feel is moving towards. So, I don't trust any of these houses worth a shit. But, you know, look at Freydor's portrait right there, and tell me that Freydor's portrait looks like he knows what the hell's going on, because he definitely does not. This poor guy doesn't know what the hell anything in a typical... He didn't know how to put bread in a toaster at this point. In my opinion. It's still a fight. I want to win. I'll try not to get hurt. Yeah, I want to win. Prince, I admire your enthusiasm, but please try to be careful. If you get seriously injured, it'll put an end to the Sacred Games. What? Oh, and Prince, you do know how to compete in a Sacred Games duel, right? Oh no, not a duel. Oh no. Well, let's just see if anything changed. In one-on-one duels, it's very important to anticipate your opponent's moves. First, listen carefully to what they say, then try to predict what they're going to do from their attitude. If your opponent sounds cautious, you should take the chance to attack. When you think they're about to go on the offensive, counter with your special move. If they seem to be gathering their strength, it's probably best to guard until you see an opening. Don't hesitate too long, though, or they might land a free hit on you. You'll need to be swift, calm, and decisive, and perfect. Knowing you, Prince, I'm sure you'll be just fine. And that's about it. Have you got it now? Please tell me there's a save point. I got it. Okay, be careful then, and good luck. Save point? Got Dr. Kevorkian over here. Man, that guy looks like he's half dead already. Oh, I don't get to go out that way. I got to go in through the gladiator's entrance. Yeah. I know. I was just testing. Is it really not going to let me save? Because that's unfortunate. It's not going to let me save. Awesome. Oh! The Fighting Shun. How great.
Prince, I never thought I'd be the one chosen to fight you in the ceremonial match. I'm looking forward to this.
Go easy now. Or, wow, that's actually a choice. Don't hold back, you hear?
You got it. I wasn't planning to anyway.
I only saved your ass the other day.
I'm gonna give it everything I got.
Commence!
Actually, when you think about it, all of the doctors in the Suikoden games, except for
Good luck, Prince.
2, are pretty weird looking. I think. It's either 2 or 3. They kind of run
Give it all
together.
I got. Make sure you're ready for me.
Oh god, but oh shit. Oh, it's timed this time around. Okay.
I'm just gonna keep coming at you.
Nunchuck him in the head.
That was a real princely move. I won't last if I get hit like that again.
Time. That sucks. Oh, in the face.
Very nice. I guess I'll have to be more careful.
Oh, in the face again. This is brutal looking.
I'm going to give it all I got. Make sure you're ready for
Man,
me.
this actually... This actually looks really cool.
That was a real princely move. I won't last if I get hit like that again.
I'm loving this new dual interface. This is great.
Very nice. I guess I'll have to be more careful.
I feel sorry
Very
for him.
nice. I guess I'll have to be more careful.
Pegging him right in the mouth with a nunchuck. Oh,
I can't let you keep getting the best of me.
oh shit. Punched me in the mouth.
I'm going to give it all I got. Make sure you're ready for me.
I am the leading
It's
man.
guard, right?
I need to do something heroic.
Just slap him in the mouth. Pop. Oh wow, and Ether with the gifts. Well, thank you, Ether, for that. Appreciate that. Welcome, Ike, officially to the crusade. Love you guys. Y'all are awesome. Man, nothing like the Suikoden games to bring out just amazingness from everyone. I have to say the new dual interface is great. A, it's timed, which means it's a little less... you can't cheat with it, so you can't go just look up all the shit. You have to actually learn. And B, the way it's animated instead of just being static is awesome. It's great. And the winner is His Royal Highness Prince Freydor. Of course. Like it could be anyone else. I'm not gonna let Shun beat us. Prince, that was great. You beat up that 10-year-old, as Heavenly says. Freydor. Oh god, here she comes. Freydor. Princess? What in the world were you thinking, winning the match? If you keep winning, I'll have to marry... Oh, that would just be perfect, wouldn't it? Not only are the guards just completely out of line, but, you know, we're gonna go win the whole tournament and marry our sister. That's great. Jesus. Oh, this kingdom is something. No way, it's just not right, Freydor. Brothers and sisters can't get married, don't you know? I don't want to hear a single southern joke out of any of y'all. Not a single one. Not one. I will mute you. Huh, I didn't know that. Someone, a little birdie told me I should always answer nicely to Lim. I don't know what the nice response is here. I mean, how do you tell a... How old is she supposed to be? Like 6? Are we guessing? What's the guess on her age right now? 6-ish? There's no good answer in this situation. Yeah, I helped her. We don't want Shun to marry her. Well, it's a proposed marriage, so it's a betrothal more than a marriage.